everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Arsenal Hater TV. Today is another star-studded episode, ladies and gentlemen. We've got my guy Galaxy, aka Galaxy United, joining us from Canada. Galaxy blessings, man. Thank you for being here.
Welcome, everybody. I know I'm a new face around here. I'm hoping you guys get to know who I am. Shout out my guy Bradley. Pleasure to meet you as well. Almost a top lad. Nobody can be perfect though. We got an Arsenal fan here. You know what I mean? So,
Hey, that's it, man. That's it. So you're a United fan yourself, right?
yes, sir. I do support United.
That's it.
Unfortunately,
That's it. Unfortunately, after the last performance, because obviously
Yeah,
they're saying the best performance since Alex Ferguson era. That's what they're saying.
I've heard that from Ollie. I heard that from Ralph. I heard that from oh my days. I've heard it from everybody. Even
Yeah,
Louis
yeah,
Van Gaal. Dark,
yeah,
dark
yeah.
days.
Before we get into it, obviously you're joining us right now for like 5 hours behind us, so it's like about 8 in the morning over there. Thank you for obviously, freeing up some time for us. Um,
Yes,
before you,
sir. Yes,
before we,
sir.
before we get into the showdown, because obviously we want to discuss Arsenal and United, really. Obviously the big game on Sunday, Super Sunday. Before we get into that, just give us a little small breakdown of how you became an Arsenal fan and what it's like being a football fan in Canada, a Premier League fan in Canada.
United fan.
A United
You-
fan. Yeah, 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 yeah. Um, to be a Premier League fan in Canada, it's a bit crazy. So for some of the people that'll be tuning in that aren't too familiar with the Canadian landscape, Canada's a place with five different time zones.
Hmm.
So depending on where I'm at, I could be in Vancouver, BC for snowboarding, which my friend Jerome and I have done. He's a Chelsea fan. Um, when you're over in Vancouver, essentially you have to wake up at like 5 in the morning to catch the early games for like the 12 games for everybody that's in the UK watching.
Hmm.
Um, all the rest of the games, like for me, when I wake up to catch the early games, I got to be up at 7 a.m. to catch your guys' 12 p.m. games. And then for your guys' 3 p.m. games, I got to be up at 9 in the morning. But I enjoy it. It just means that my weekend has been absolutely smashed by United or made by United that early on, you know?
Early in the morning as well, yeah.
Hey, I could not get up at 5 a.m. for a nil-nil draw.
Uh, those ones are the worst. Those ones are
Bro.
the worst.
So I'd rather lose. Let me see something, man.
But you know what it
Bradley,
is? The heartbreaker is you find yourself waking up late, and then I'm there messaging Matt saying, "Ra, I missed Mbuemo's goal, but I just opened my eyes to Dorgu and Cunha's assist." You know?
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
It's crazy. Imagine that, Bradley. So, sometimes on the weekends when we wake up and we just can't wait for the football to start already, like
yeah.
they literally wake up into Premier League football. Like, what a way to wake up, kind of thing.
Yeah, for real, for real.
Crazy, it's crazy. So, what made you become a Man United fan?
So to be fair, I live in an estate around here in a city called Mississauga, which essentially you could call Toronto. It's about 20 minutes outside of Toronto.
Hmm.
And growing up, there was tons of like United fans that lived around, and I wasn't too in tune up until I had a friend, Denzel Pinto was his name. Shout out to Denzel. He gifted me a Wayne Rooney jersey when I was like, 7, 8 years old. And
Damn.
from then, yeah, from then I just said, I have no choice now. I'm locked in, you know? And at the time, it was great. It felt like glory hunting, but these days, there's no glory hunting to be found anymore, you know?
No. Yeah, you're right about that. But Wayne Rooney jersey as well, that's a big thing,
Hey,
man.
that's a good
Yeah.
player, you know. No
Yeah,
wonder why you supported
100%.
him. It's not like
It,
they gave you a Xerxes jersey, you know what
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean?
100%.
yeah, literally.
Uh,
Literally, anyway, so obviously the main reason we're here today is to discuss the Super Showdown on Sunday, Super Sunday at 4:30 our time. I guess that will be like 11,
12:30.
12:30 your time, yeah?
30.
All
That's
right.
the
So yeah, like obviously
or no, it is 11:30. Apologies. Yeah, 11:30.
11:30 your time, yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
Arsenal versus United. Arsenal are at home, but let's I guess start off with Galaxy first. Galaxy, we need that. Do you think United's gonna win? And if you do, tell us why.
It's a rough goal, you know. I like to think that United could possibly get the win, but it's my belief that United plays to their level of competition, which is why you can see us run out and face Wolves and draw 1-1, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
And then in 2 weeks later, we run out and face City and win 2-0. Now, I was just talking with some of my mates yesterday, and some of them are saying, oh, is it the new manager bounce? This, that, this, that. My belief is, even if it is a new manager bounce, you got to run with that. But if it isn't, the truth of the matter is the players that are on the pitch for United that are used to playing for United, they're spoiled. And
Mm.
I hate to come in on hot on my first episode of Arsenal Hate Watch TV, right? But
Hmm.
they're spoiled. A lot of them they expect things. Luke Shaw is only ever healthy in a fucking World Cup season. You know what I mean? Like he's coming like a modern day Phil Jones. It makes no sense to me. Like I've
Hmm.
lost my head when it comes to some of these players, and so it was just a mess. Amarim saying that Kobe Mino can't play beside Bruno Fernandes, and then we run out Kobe Mino beside Bruno Fernandes, and we beat City 2-0. So I believe to answer your question with Arsenal, with the haram ball tactics going on, I think it's
Assalamu
liable to be like
alaikum.
a 1-1 draw possibly. If if you guys start Gabby Jesus, I could see Arsenal netting more than one goal. But if Gyökeres is out there, the big tree, it might just be like a 1-1 thriller in North London, you know?
I tell you
Yeah.
what, have you watched the video that we just done? Because I pretty much said the exact same thing. I
Is it?
predicted a
I
one-all
haven't even
draw.
seen that, you know. I haven't even seen
No, no,
that.
no, no, no. On my mum's, I said a one-all draw, and I said I want Jesus to start, but I reckon Gyökeres as well. That's literally what I said in the previous video.
Yep.
And to be
Yep.
fair, I seen Eze run out. What was it? It was I seen Eze run out on like the right mid almost for when you guys were facing Inter. I didn't even get to
Mm.
catch the game, you know, but if you got to catch the game, how'd you feel about Eze playing in that position?
He can kind of play anywhere. He's not really getting in at cam. I mean, he's not playing well at the minute, which is annoying because Odegaard he can be up and down. We're
Yeah,
not we're not going to start Eze against Man U. We're not going to drop our captain. So it doesn't matter if I say I want Eze to play because it just ain't going to happen. We'll
yeah,
see what he can do. Maybe he can play left wing. He's a tricky player. I feel like I don't think he'll start, but depending how the game's going, we might need him just to break your team down because you look very defensively sound against Man City. And I agree with what you're saying with laziness because some of the players they played absolutely awful under Almiron because they don't want to play a three back system. Even if
yeah,
it might have been better for the club if the players actually committed to it. The players go, I don't want to play this system, so they just play crap. The second he leaves, they all decide, oh, I actually want to play now. Like
yeah,
it's a mentality
100%.
switch. I
Yeah,
think you in recent years are the same as Tottenham, and I hate to say because I hate Tottenham, and I actually respect Man U. Yeah, you're a
yeah.
light switch club, is what I like to say, because your players just turn it off and on.
That's a good
It's
way
not
to
like
put it.
it's a light switch club because
Yeah,
Tottenham can turn up against City and beat them all the time, and then they'll lose to Wolves.
exactly that. Yeah,
it,
yeah,
it's mad. You're a light switch team, and I think quite a lot of your players are good. Like I like Bruno. Bruno's better than Odegaard. I used to say it's competition. Bruno, I think he's a club legend for you, but it's hard to say legend when you've won trebles and you've won Champions Leagues.
yeah.
Realistically, without him, you could have been relegated. I can't lie.
Oh,
I can't lie.
certainly, certainly, certainly. Like Bruno's one of those players that you hate to play against him, but you love when he's on your team, you know,
Yeah.
because and that's where the rat and all those nicknames come into play. And even I get it sometimes because when United's on a bad run of form and you see Bruno in the middle of the pitch going like this with his arms up and crying to the
Mm.
ref,
Hmm.
even as a home fan and a home supporter, you sit there and you go, Rob, brother, like get on with the game, like run
Yeah,
down the
crack
pitch,
on.
please, yeah. But nah, he's even in like that Amorim system. What was it? He done like I think he still got 20 goal involvements last year throughout
Mm.
all of that,
It's
which was
mad.
just an absolute shocker because Mass knows this is my first time on the episode. If you lot had me on maybe a month ago, you would have heard I would have been livid sitting here talking about Amorim.
Hmm.
I had zero faith in that guy whatsoever.
Really?
No faith whatsoever. Pure poetry and pure mentality, this mentality, that. Brother's talking about mentality, bear draws. We give him the boot. Carrot comes in and it's 2-0. Bunda
Man.
mentality. Run out the starting players,
You've done this
Hmm.
before, though. You do it with Ollie. I think Ollie was underrated. He was really underrated.
Yeah.
But are you going to sign Carrick at the end of the season? Obviously, it's new manager bounce. I reckon you do sign him at the end of the season. It's the same United with the same stuff as always. I mean,
So
Ollie
here's
was
my
underrated.
issue. When Ten Hag got the sack, I was of the belief that we probably should have went and got Carrick instead of Amarim because I like the
Ooh.
job that he did at Borough. Granted, he dropped off in what was it, 2024. He had a fall off where they could have made it to the playoff, but then they had a bad run of form in the last 3-4 weeks.
Hmm.
Like I said, I low key, I think I might be surprising some people watching your
Hey,
episode, Massey,
full
because I'm a
knowledge.
Canadian brother, super in tune with what's going on, you know. But
Yeah.
I have to be because I knew I could see the writing on the wall. Massive Ten Hag fan. 2 trophies in 2 years. We should have let him run. There's no way Ten Hag loses a Europa League final to Anja Postecoglou in against Tottenham.
Hmm.
So there's that. But now that that's long gone, I don't know if we should fully sign Carrick right away with a man like Ollie Glasner on the market now. I'll be
That
honest.
looks
Carrick
good.
could come in, do a job, and chances are exactly what you said, Bradley. Um, it could just be the classic United. He wins, finishes like we finished off in fourth place this year, and he gets the full-time job, and we miss out on a chance to sign Ollie Glasner, who is a manager who's openly said like I don't base myself based on like one tactic. I work with the players that are given to me, and we'll base the
Mm,
formation off of that.
that's
Yeah.
good. That's what we need. And he's a great manager. He's
Exactly.
leaving it at the end of the season. He's already said it. And then you could argue, oh, would he go down from Palace because Palace have been better than you lately? But United is the biggest club in the world, realistically. I mean,
Yeah.
I actually quite like United. Like, I'm an Arsenal fan. Genuinely, there's mutual respect. If we're first, I want you second. But if we're 10th, I want you
100%.
11th. If you're 10th, if we're 10th, I don't want you doing better than us. But I like the rivalry. Like, if we're fourth, you ain't winning the Prem. Jog on. But if we're first, you can get second. When we're getting second place and you're like 15th, I'm like, come on,
For
what is
sure. My
this?
my biggest thing is like my biggest like in terms of in regards to rival fans, the biggest rival fans that like I get that I don't get on with, obviously City. That's by far noisy
Yeah.
neighbors. And then recently in the last few years, I just find certain Max is gonna laugh. Certain Chelsea fans are just deluded, fam. I don't
Oh,
know,
tell me about it.
yeah.
These bloody Blues, mate. The worst chant in history, by the way.
Now,
Just
big up Jerome if he's
Chelsea,
watching. Big up Jerome if
Chelsea,
he's watching.
Chelsea,
No.
nothing
Big
else.
up Jerome. He's got. I'm gonna tell him too. I'm gonna say, yo, I give you a little shout in the episode. You're gonna have
Yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah. I,
Jerome's not one of them. Jerome's not one of them. But I see some Chelsea fans, and because Jerome's gonna expect me to say something, there are some Arsenal fans on Twitter that are just,
Hey, as
oh,
soon as
they're
you're on
tough.
Twitter, as soon as you're on Twitter, you've
Bradley's one
lost
of the
it.
good Arsenal fans. But question to you, both of you guys, then, yeah. So, um, obviously for both of you, what strengths do you see from your team that could, be demonstrated this Sunday, and what weakness do you see in the other team that you reckon you can exploit? Let's start off with Bradley.
You're never gonna predict this. You can't predict it. Set piece again, ole ole, mate.
Set piece again.
Martinez is a very good defender,
Hmm.
but man, you aren't that good at defending set pieces. Gabriel or Martinez, and I know he's small and he does well. Like, he does well against Haaland and all of that. However, come on, big Gabriel, Declan Rice in swingers, Saka swinging them in. That is definitely going to be threatening towards you. What I'm a bit worried about is you on the counter attack, because you are used to be. That was what Ollie's bread and butter. That's how you came second place. You
Yeah.
look so good against City. Obviously, you was at home and it's a new manager balance. Now you have to come to the Emirates. I said I think it's going to be a draw, but I think your counter attacks can definitely break us down, especially if you have a slower midfield. Mendy's not the fastest. He can play a ball anywhere, but he's not the fastest. If we have Marino, but we should have Declan Rice. I don't know. I think if Gyökeres is having a poor game and you just hit us on a break, I'm scared. But set pieces, I think that's how we're going to get to you.
For sure. I seen a stat the other day too that Arsenal is on their 14th set piece goal this season, and the record for the Premier League is 17 on the season. So certainly Arsenal's going to smash that record. And I'm not going to sit here and complain about it or this or that. At the end of
Hey.
the day, 3 points is 3 points, and if you can secure them 3 points, it don't matter how you get it done. You
Hmm.
get the Premier League trophy, and that'll be that, right? But
Hmm.
this is Arsenal Hate Watch TV, so we're not gonna hope for that just quite yet. It'll be a shame for Messi to run up the first season of Arsenal Hate Watch TV and they win the Prem.
Yeah. It's looking like that already, isn't it? That's the direction it's going in. So, Galaxy, I guess that same question back to you. How do you feel? What weakness of Arsenal do you think United should expose on Sunday, and what's United's strength that we should be looking out for?
Precisely what Bradley said. I reckon we need to hone in on the counter attack, especially up the wing. When we're playing guys like Ahmad and Embuemo, Cunha's gonna be out there. I reckon Sesko might actually get the start. Now he's kind of a bit like Gyökeres in terms of his run of form. He had a game like 2 games ago where he scored 2 goals,
Hmm.
but I can remember a time in maybe what was it, late September, early October, Gyökeres net 2 goals against a team, and then it was just
Leeds, yeah.
radio, yeah, against Leeds, and then it was just radio silence shortly after, you know. So
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm hoping Sesko can keep that run of form. It's gonna be tough, man. Sesko, he can jump. He's up there. I remember seeing a video of him doing a windmill dunk when he was coming from RB, right? But
Mm.
I'm there like, rah, we got a fucking a nine that can windmill dunk the ball. He's 6'5",
Hmm.
but that don't mean nothing. You look like Wout Weghorst out there if nobody's crossing the ball. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, yeah.
so I reckon with a counter attack, Arsenal is defensively sound. You know what I
Mm.
mean? I reckon if we're gonna get a counter attack, it's gonna come from is Calafiori still trying
I
to
think
find
he's
like
still injured. At the
fitness?
minute,
Yeah,
what we've been doing is Timber left back and then Ben White right back. But he's not as good at left back. He's better attacking on that right side. Hopefully, the
yeah,
other player back, Skelly. But Skelly, he hasn't looked the same since Calafiori's kind of replaced him. So I do think your right hand side, if Ahmad has a good game, he can
yeah,
definitely terrorize our right hand side. I can see Bruno. I can see it literally right now. Bruno over the top through ball. Skelly just losing, getting
yeah.
lost.
And that's
Ahmad, I think
exactly
Ahmad
what
will
I
play
was gonna
well.
say because Timber's a class act. I'm a big fan
Mm.
of Timber. I'm not gonna
Mm.
lie.
Same.
Even his younger bro too. Look out for him coming up.
Quinton.
I'm a big
Hey, apparently he's
FM26
moving
player.
soon. I love Quinton Timber. I want to sign him for Arsenal. Every FIFA career mode I sign him just because it's funny. Because they have the exact
Yeah,
same face scan near him.
yeah. So even for me, I'm a big FM26 guy. So I just be playing
Mm.
pure football manager, you know. And but with that being said, counter attack, Amad Diallo on the right, especially if it's Ben Blanco out there. Shout out Benny White, but I think in regards to speed, like Timber can keep up. I'd love to see how I guess Carrick's been running Dorgu on like an inverted Trent type of role, you know, Massey. That's
Mm.
what it's been looking like from the four at the back. So I'll be interested to see how that works. I think if it ends up being that way, we'll probably need to run out the lengthy, fast guys. I reckon we might see like a H Mags and a Aiden Heaven possibly get subbed on at 45.
Hmm.
I'm glad. Shout out to Arsenal for selling Aiden Heaven to us because that was a big
Hey,
character arc, you know.
if he wants to go, that means he ain't got the, fight to try and make his way into the Arsenal team.
To
Bro,
be
I
fair
liked
though,
him. He's
it's
gone
hard to
now.
fit into that squad when you got Mascara and
Gabriel Saliba,
Hincapi.
Hincapié, Calafiori. It is mad. It is mad.
Yeah.
Even me, I'm kind of excited now because now we've got Licha back who's healthy. Who, to be
Mm.
fair, yo, Massey, did you see Licha's response to Scholesy?
No, no. What did he say?
Bradley, did you see?
No, no, no. What is it?
Oh my days. Scholesy and Kino are doing the little roundtable podcast. I think what's his name? His last name's Butt. I forget his first name. He played for United too,
Yeah,
but
Nicky Butt.
Mm.
Nicky Butt.
Nicky
Yeah.
Butt
Yeah,
was
yeah.
up there. And they're all there talking to Ra, what do you think will happen for City? And Kino's there like, Lissandro Martinez, I have no faith. He's short. And
Oh, yeah,
Scholesy
did you?
comes up. That's what they said. And Scholesy comes up and Scholesy goes, yeah, he goes, Erling Haaland could just pick up
Step
Lissandro like
up.
he's a
Take him
baby
out.
and walk him down the pitch.
Hmm.
And this was before the match.
Hmm.
So boom, after the game, Lissandro gets an interview and they're asking him like, Ra, how do you feel about Scholesy saying that Haaland could pick you up like a baby, walk you down the pitch? Now he's got zero point 0.1 XG with no shots on target.
Hmm.
And the man, yo, top lad answer because he really could have been a prick and been like, Ra, I have a World Cup. What do you have? Or some dickhead
Mm.
shit like that, you know?
Yeah.
But he just said, I think it's not very fair because guys like Scholesy and Kino see me on the training pitch. They see me at the field and they're all smiles and they shake my hand and they're very friendly. So when I'm not around, you guys want to say I'm a baby that Holland can pick up. But in person, you don't say anything. And
Mm.
Mm.
bruh, the man fully gagged Scholesy. Scholesy didn't even answer to that because you know you're wrong. What are you
Yeah.
doing as an ex-player trying to shit on our starting CB? I don't like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. And
Yeah.
you know what? A lot of that's been happening this season. Like, I saw Ian Wright the other day having a go at Gyökeres. Obviously, Jamie Carragher's been doing that with Liverpool all season
With
long as
Mo
well.
Salah, oh
Mm.
my days.
Yeah,
To be fair,
it's
it
like,
gets a bit weird with Carragher. Carragher's got
yeah.
a bin with
Yeah.
Afcon. It's
This
a
is
bit.
the
I'm like,
thing.
ooh. So I feel about
I
this.
understand that obviously with their job they gotta have minimal bias, but like nobody's gonna blink an eyelid if you are biased towards your team. Like everybody knows you was a star for that team. It's fine. Like,
Yeah.
do you get
I
people
think
who
Ian Wright
understand?
ain't too bad at it. I think Ian Wright's usually quite constructive, but sometimes I see like Gary Neville's quite bad at it. I remember what
Yeah.
Gary Neville used to
Yeah, of
say
course he
about,
is. Yeah, but he's
Ronaldo and
quite
whatnot.
opinionated. Yeah, he's quite opinionated. But the thing is, with like Ian Wright the other day, yeah, he's come out and like started having a go at Gyökeres, and Arsenal haven't really lost this season. Like you're here talking about a thing that's not broken. Like, cool, Gyökeres in the team. You lot have still won like plenty of games with Gyökeres. You might have just not scored, yeah. So it's like the formula's not broken, but now there's cracks that are appearing, and like Ian Wright's here, like making it public. Like, why shouldn't Ian Wright talk about Liverpool playing terrible? Or,
Ian Wright scores. I don't remember. Gyökeres buys space. Gyökeres is
mate,
getting space.
Gyökeres scored last game, man. But anyway, before we cut this episode short, obviously we're gonna be waiting for the big game on Sunday. Let's do your final scores. We've already done our scores predictions already, Bradley, and Galaxy did say 1-1, but I'm hoping for a more optimistic answer.
I changed answer this time about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I reckon in my heart of hearts I'm feeling 1-1, but for the plot and for the video, if United does catch a win, I reckon it'll be 3-2. I reckon if
Mm.
it becomes a crazy match, it's gonna become that. It's not gonna be briefly crazy for like the last 10 minutes. If it's gonna be a crazy knockout match, then I reckon United's gonna give up some goals, and I reckon we're gonna score some goals.
I think the pessimist in me was saying 1-1. Now I'm thinking about set pieces, and I like Martinez. I like the memes that I was after. Have you seen the memes of Martinez carrying Haaland in the airport in a
Yeah,
little
yeah, yeah, yeah.
in a little suitcase? But I'm just thinking Gabriel, Declan Rice, and I think your team will go for it because they have confidence. But then we might be able to count on you if we get Martinelli in.
Certainly. That's why I
No,
think
three
it
one,
could be
three
big.
one to Arsenal, mate. I'm telling you.
Is
3-1 to
Yeah.
it?
Arsenal.
Even if
There
you
you go.
score first, even if you score first, which I can see happening, I think 3-1 Arsenal. And if I'll tell you what, you're new to the channel, what forfeit will I do if Arsenal lose? It's very on the spot.
Ooh, let's see. I reckon, what could we do here?
This is on the spot. This is on the fly. You don't
This
get a
is on the
forfeit. You're new to
fly.
the channel. You're new to the
Yo,
channel.
yo, Bradley's super confident nowadays as well. He's like,
I,
you don't
I,
get.
I just said not to lose. Like a draw is nothing, by the way.
Alright,
A
fair
So I
enough.
draw,
thought
a
it'd be a
draw's
draw.
a wash. We won't do
Yeah.
nothing. Yeah. Like, what could I do here? Off the top of my head, I'm thinking something to do with like a United shirt or something like that. Just because I reckon I could ask Jabril for a kit, and I could turn up in an Arsenal kit if we lose, and just turn up on
Oh,
them.
so you want to do this as a two-way forfeit? I'm down with that.
Yo,
So
yo, Galax, he's so confident. At first, he was like, "You don't even have to do a forfeit. Like, I'll do a forfeit if Arsenal lose."
Yeah.
He's changed his tone since the first Liverpool forfeit, like all the months ago now. Like, super
City
yeah.
confident.
United.
What was it? That was the hot chip. Yeah, I remember that now too. The
Yeah,
hot
yeah,
chip,
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That was
You
a
know
great
what?
episode.
I reckon we'll sit with this one, but I'm in touch with Mass every day, so an idea might come to me later. But I reckon let's go get one of them cheapy little printed little $10, £15, just a little red devil on the shirt. Like that.
Okay, okay.
Fairs. And if Arsenal gets the win, you'll see me turn up with a big gunner on the shirt. I got a brother
Ah,
that'll print that out for me.
that's it.
All
I'm,
right.
I'm. My prediction. I said earlier on the other episode, 3-1 to United. But actually thinking about it now, I'm gonna change my prediction to 2-0 United. So yeah,
2-0, Mass.
do you know
When you
what it
Clean
say
is?
you're gonna
sheet.
stop by Betfred
Clean
and
sheet.
check in
Nah,
with
nah.
that.
I'm gonna stay away from the Betfred. But do you know what it is? The last game, yeah. The last game. It's been a while since I saw you. Like when you look at United's lineup with Ahmad and Mbeumo and Cunha and all these like good players, yeah.
Mm.
You've been waiting for them to have that performance that they had against City, really, because like Ahmad, I've always like kind of like said Ahmad's probably one of my favorite players at United, yeah. And like the way you guys played against City, it could have easily been 5-0 in it. So to see
Mm.
that, I reckon that.
And that
United.
Mount goal was never offside. I don't know if you guys were catching the
No, I
game,
know
but
it
that
was.
Mount goal was never offside.
We
Yeah,
scored
yeah.
five. Remember that? You
It's
scored
almost like
five
it was
times.
destiny to be 2-0. But like, yeah, the way Arsenal, the way United played, it's like super scary, innit? So I hope they can bring that form into this game at the Emirates on Sunday. And yeah, hopefully 2-0 United. Let's get another Arsenal loss as well on the board. Like,
Fingers
yeah, man, come on,
crossed.
fingers
What's it
crossed.
called? If you've seen Kobe Mino's post, if you guys have time, if you haven't seen it, Kobe posted himself after the win. And I think I sent it to you, Massey, because I was bringing it up. The top comment on the post of Kobe's Instagram photo is Kobe with his shirt off after a win. Michael Carrick looking like an uncle in Benadryl looking for a bag. United is so back.
Yeah, they might just
So
be.
Hey,
we'll see
Kobe's
what
a
happens,
baller.
you know.
Kobe's a baller. When you weren't playing him, I was saying we should just get him. Mate, I'll take him as my second choice. You know
Certainly,
what I mean? He's
certainly.
first for you, but I love Mainu. Mate, he's a bloody Euros finalist. That's
Great
one thing I
player.
love Almiron. I love
Mhm.
Almiron.
And the last
Just
thing I'll
play
get
Bruno as a
into,
cam. Bruno cannot be centre mid. I
oh yeah, for sure. The
play him as cam and play Mainu. Literally a Euros finalist. And it's not like, oh yeah, we weren't the best at Euros. He was one of our best players.
Mhm.
At like
certainly,
19.
yeah.
Mad.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
That's
like
and
Mainu.
the last thing that I'll get into with Carrick and the new manager bounce and this and that. If those of you that don't remember, after Ollie got the sack, before Ralph got locked in, Carrick had two games at Manchester United where he beat Villarreal 3-2 in the Champions League. And then we went on to beat, who was it? Ah, right. I can't remember, but we won 2-0 in the Premier League that season.
Okay.
And
I
then he
don't
got
hear
the
it.
sack and we brought in Ralph. So Carrick low-key has managed a couple games at United before and
Yeah.
is at the moment undefeated as a Man United manager.
That's crazy. That's a crazy stat. And the worst thing is, yeah, even like I remember that when like, obviously he was like caretaker and he was doing so well when you guys found another manager and I'm like, why are you sleeping on Carrick? Like he's literally done well and you found
Yeah.
another like yeah. Anyway, but thanks for support being on the episode today, Galaxy as well.
Of
Salute to
course,
you.
anytime. I appreciate everybody. Big blessings from Toronto, Canada,
Come on, man.
Mississauga, Canada, if you guys are familiar.
That's
But
it, man. Make sure obviously Galaxy does he does music as well, so make sure you guys hit him up as well. Just type in Galaxy. I'm sure is that all they need to type in the YouTube search engine, Galaxy?
on the YouTube search engine, you could type in Galaxy Out of Luck, and that it'll be the first video that comes up,
You're on
sir.
Spotify.
I'm on Spotify, Apple
Yeah.
Music, MySpace, Facebook, TikTok, whatever everywhere you expect me to be, I'll be there.
There
Hell
you
yeah.
go, man. There you go. Hey, blessings, man. You guys have a good day. Thanks for this. I'll catch up with you lot soon. Peace.
Cheers, cheers,
Peace.
cheers.